Meet Evelyn Fern. She's proud of her ferns, her trees, and her 10 acres, but in cases of severe weather, it's too much land for her to cross to get to her son-in-law's basement.
I can't get to his house in time. I'm slowing down, so I wanted something closer to my house. And it doesn't take me that long to get out here.
And out here, in her yard, actually under her yard, is this, a one-piece polyethylene storm shelter. Was it something that you were thinking, we need some form of protection in case there's a tornado, or you saw it and thought, hey, that's a smart idea?
Yes, I thought it was a smart idea because you never know when an emergency is going to strike around here. It may never, but then again, it might. And I wanted to be prepared and have a place for the kids and the family if they needed to come real quick like.
What Evelyn saw and wanted was sitting at Floyd Freeman's home builder's office. What Floyd saw was an opportunity to give his home buyers an added level of safety.
A lot of people put in basements. If we do crawl spaces, these are the next best thing. We've sold about 22 so far, and I've got 6 en route. Probably getting ready to order another half a dozen.
Sean Cravens, general manager at Grainger Plastics, brought us this unit to look at above ground. This is unlike any storm shelter I've seen or heard of. What's so unique about this one?
Firstly, it's construction. It is made of polyethylene versus the other materials of concrete, steel, fiberglass. It's not porous like concrete. Unlike steel, you won't have any issues with paint popping off of it or poor surface treatment on the inside, or it won't crack or crumble like the concrete. Polyethylene has a lot of distinct advantages for itself.
One of those advantages is ease of installation.
Installation process is simple. You can literally dig a hole, get the hole level about 64 inches deep, stick the unit in, backfill it with the dirt that you took out of the ground. Unlike many of the heavier other material units, this unit will go in the ground in about 3 to 4 hours.
It's not only time efficient, it's cost efficient.
Retail on the unit's $59.95. Typically for a unit installed in place, you're looking in about $7,000 range. Because of the durability of the unit, it's over the course of that unit's lifespan, it's going to be phenomenally cheaper than the other units, whereas most of the other typical units may have a 3 to potentially 10-year lifespan. 1,000 years from now, this thing's still going to be there and still be in the ground.
But how do you conquer people's fear of getting themselves in the ground in the unit? They've thought of that too.
You hear a lot of people say, I would not go in that if a tornado was even coming. And typically, once a person sees it, gets inside of it, and realizes there's a lot more room inside of this than it appears from the exterior, they generally have a change of heart.
And its roominess is at the heart of the importance of the shelter's shape.
The shape does have a purpose. The shape is actually what helps it keep it in the ground. It is wider at the bottom than the top. Also, it doesn't have a flat bottom. The shape also allowed us a few extra square feet into achieving to exceed FEMA standards for 6 adults.
With a door that secures with 3 locks, built-in handrails and stairs, Sean showed me how easy it was to open, get in, and get safe. Okay, we've entered. We're obviously comfortable. It doesn't feel fearful. There's not a shelter feel to it.
Correct. The white interior helps with the roominess. We add a little piece of carpet just for a little sanctity. We have also a battery-operated LED lighting system that helps as well, especially in dark during the storm.
We're so comfortable here. Are there people, do you know, that are using these things for more than just severe weather?
Absolutely. We have had people buy the units for storage. We have grandmothers that purchase the unit. Yeah, it's a tornado shelter, but it ends up being the kids' playhouse.
But I imagine it's okay to have grandchildren playing inside the shelter, because then there's less of a fear factor when you have to go versus wanting to go.
Absolutely, yeah. Then you get them acclimated into coming into the shelter, entering the shelter. And then once they're here, they're not frantic, they're not scared, they're not panicked.
They're used to it.
They're used to it.
So for the price of about $7 grand, a couple hours work, and moving a few pieces of dirt, you can have the peace of mind that you can't put a price tag on the next time severe weather rolls through.